Well, hello peeps, welcome back. So, seeing as the last Orchid update was super depressing and not happy at all, I figured, well, it's a nice opportunity to do a bit of a end of summer, beginning of autumn orchid tour, because there's been some nice progress, some great recovery, and some are even spiking. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's share some happy vibes and show you what's going on, and then when they start progressing even more, I can update you a little bit sooner. So without further ado, peeps, let's get some happy on. All right, so we'll start with this guy here. This one is the latest one I picked up at the little quite some months ago now. I think it was the beginning of this year. And he's growing a keiki, as I showed you before, so he's done quite well, and I'm not sure if you can see so well under there. He's growing some roots, so I think maybe next spring we'll see, maybe I might separate him, but he's also still got some spikes, and he's also got this new secondary spike shooting off here. He did actually start doing something here, but as you can see here, it's kind of like crusted over at the top, and I really don't know what he's doing there. But this one, yeah, it's definitely growing, so he's going to be putting out flowers here. There's nothing going on this spike here, maybe a little something at the top, but this has been there as long as this one here with the hard top. It's not really grown much beyond that, but it's not really dying off, so I'm really not sure what's happening there, but the other nodes seem to be quite quiet. But that's not all. We flip him around, you can see here, yep, he's growing another spike, so he's going to be putting out quite a nice display, I hope, within a couple of months. So I can't wait to show you all what he looks like. I mean, you've seen him before when he had the original flowers. It was the white with the little purple speckles on it. So I'm really happy to see that I'm going to be seeing those beautiful flowers again within a couple of months. So hey, there's the little Lord. Oh, also, I may as well get him out and show you his roots are also doing quite well. It seems, sorry, this is really awkward to do one-handed. So yeah, he's happy in there, his Ceramis mix. So next one we've got this one. If I'm not mistaken, I keep getting this one and another one mixed up, but I'm pretty sure this one is my white IKEA rescue that a friend of mine rescued from the bin, so he works there. And I think this one is just a standard white fowl. And when I got him, he really didn't have many roots at all, so as you can see, the regrowth is amazing. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that when I get to another orchid, when I get to Sparrow, that is, because I actually tried an experiment thanks to Rick Al Orchid and Aurelius. I'm sorry, I'm really pronouncing your name wrong. You know who I mean. I'll give you a shout out in the description. So I'm really sorry, I'm terrible with names, but yeah, it was a tip I was given from Rick Al Orchids and I'll just call her Ireli for now. And she recommended that I try a CalMag substitute. And now, unfortunately, I had a real hard time getting anything like that here in Belgium. So I tried a organic version, and it seems to have done really well. And that was with the vinegar and the eggshells. So I'll also link a little video to that below, but at some point I'll make a little video to show you how I done it. But yeah, this guy is very happy. As you can see, there's a lot of new root regrowth on the top, at the bottom. The leaves look happy. They're not really all that wrinkled anymore, so he's not spiking, but he's growing and he looks healthy, so I'm not all too worried about him. Now this is Raisins. He looks a little bit smaller, but if you remember, I think about 7-8 months ago I had a little issue with some fungus gnats, and some roots were nibbled away and slightly rotten, and yeah, I had to butcher the roots, but yeah, as you can see now, you can actually see some of the eggshell in there that I've just sprinkled in for good measure, so you know, when you water it, it gets a little extra calcium, and it seems to be happy. The roots really seem to be regrowing and thriving again. He's not spiking, although I suspect he might be soon, but I could be wrong. So he's bouncing back nicely after the fungus gnat attack. Orchid also. And now Orchid is a little bit wobbly still, because although he's had a lot of new root regrowth, he still hasn't properly anchored into his slightly larger pot, because he's a tinkle. He's scratching up the mat and playing football with his Vicky. But anyway, so he has a slightly larger pot because he is a Kinku. Stop it. Because he is a larger Phalaenopsis, so I put him in a larger pot, and it's obviously going to take him a while to re-anchor. I actually bought a new decorative pot. Isn't it pretty? It's got some dandelions on it. So I'm gonna bring this guy over to the table. So you can see there's been a lot of nice new fat root growth at the top. It's starting to show along the edge here, but they haven't quite buried deep into the pot yet, so he's not completely anchored or sturdy, but you've seen it, right? He is indeed spiking and recovering. There's a lovely new root there. So I'm going to see some flowers from Orchid pretty soon, and I'm really happy about that. So Orchid is recovering nicely. He's got 4 leaves, so they're not so wrinkly, this one, but I think this one is starting to turn a bit yellow, so I might lose this one soon, but all in all, Orchid seems fine, and I'm very happy with the progress on him. I'm going to go this way round now, and start here actually. So this one is my dehydrated rescue. He's my yellow orchid. I think the kaleidoscope, but I could be wrong. We'll see when he finally gives me flowers. His regrowth on the roots is absolutely, it's absolutely phenomenal. You can see there, lots and lots of healthy new regrowth, and he's anchoring in the pot. There you go, there's some more eggshells in there, and again at the top here. Now he started he started doing something that kind of looked like he was spiking, but it's been like that for some weeks now, and there's also another one, yeah, you can see right in here, my finger is, let me just focus that, so there. But again, it's not really doing much. It's been like that for a few weeks now, so I don't know if it wanted to spike and then kind of changed its mind or what, but yeah. His roots are growing, the leaves are nice, and well, this one still has some residual wrinkles, but I don't think these ones will ever go away. But it's not soft, it's plump, it's firm. These new leaves and this leaf here, it's very healthy looking, so I think this guy has actually bounced back well and truly as well, and I can't wait to see the flowers on this guy, because he was really in quite a bad way when he came to me. If you guys saw that video, you'll remember what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's my dehydrated rescue there. Now this is the purple one that I got from my work office. it was the one in the south watering pot, and you can see he's lost a couple of leaves since you've last seen him, but he's really growing some lovely new roots. So although he's lost all but 2 leaves, he's recovering slowly, so I'm not so worried about him. So there's not really much more I can say about that other than yay, growth, and yay, still alive. Now this one is the one that I keep getting mixed up with this one, the white IKEA one. I think this one is my dark purple with white stains, although I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this one is. Now he also lost almost all, if not all, of his roots to the fungus gnats. So again, he's not really anchored in his pot, but he's put out a lot of surface roots here. Let's just get them around so you can see. It's a little bit wrinkly still, but the leaves are plump. But his roots are recovering, so I'm happy he's doing something. Loopy is, well, Loopy is Loopy. Always Loopy. Going Loopy with his new root growth. I've just dropped some clay pebbles, not so much on the back here, but definitely more in the front and up the top, and he's spiking, so yay. So Loopy is awesome. He really didn't seem all too phased from losing some of his roots. So. And now we have this guy here, which is my mini fowl. That's the same colouring as Raisins over there, which is the white with the purple veins. And this is one that I was also having trouble with to kind of spring and put out more roots. It was just kind of stagnating and not really thriving, not really dying, but just barely hanging in there. But since I done the calcium thing with the eggshells, boom, you see that? And there's another one there, and he's just got a lot of action going with the top and a lot of new regrowth, so he's really springing back. So I'm happy because I kind of struggled with mini fowls. I've had like 3 and none of them have survived, but this guy, I think I finally got it right with this medium. It was a lot of trial and error to find a medium that actually worked for me, but the wood chip, Ceramis and clay pebble combination, yeah, that really seems to be the magic combination for these guys, and I'm really happy that I found it, because I mean, look at that, that's amazing. I'm really happy. So he's doing well. And now Sparrow. Oh god, this guy is really a star of the show. You know, he's been with me from day one since I started making these videos, and although he hasn't really grown that much, he's changed a little bit. So he still kind of has gimpy leaves, but he's actually anchored in his pot now. And this is incredible, because I've had him for well over 2 years now, and this is the best I've managed to get him to start springing new roots without them dying back, without having, well, starting to grow new leaves and have them die back. Now he's growing, and he's really growing, and yeah, I don't have any more doubts that this guy isn't going to survive anymore. He is going to survive. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. I mean, I think next spring he's definitely going to need a regular sized pot, because I put him in this very small mini fowl pot. But he seems to be thankful for it. And again, big shout out to Raquel Orchids for the calcium and magnesium tip. You are a legend. So yeah, this is Sparrow, and he is doing so well, and I'm really happy. So I really can't wait to show you guys what he looks like when he gets a bit more recovered and puts out flowers, because I still have no idea what colour he is. So yay for Sparrow. Okay, let's move on. So that's not an orchid, that's my Crassula tricolor. So Okay, so this is the rescue refugee that I was taking care of from one of my work clients, and yeah, they're the ones that I went to work one day and found them all in the compost, and yeah, so I pulled them out and brought them home, and this is what they're doing so far. So he's grown a new leaf, he's sprouted some new roots, yeah, and I think that little green up there is the beginnings of a spike. So I think we're going to see some flowers from him soon, peeps. Wow, I didn't expect that. So I'll keep you posted with this guy, but he seems to be bouncing back with absolutely no problems. And that's also a yellow one with the little speckles. Now this is the Phalaenopsis Mother and Keiki, the two original ones that started this channel as well, which was from my work client and also part of my rescue refugees. So this one is fine. He is growing roots. There's a new root there. He's anchoring into the pot, no problem. He's sturdy. He's grown a new leaf. They're shiny, they're plump, they're healthy, so he's doing fine. No signs of a spike, but whatever, as long as he's alive and he's growing, flowers can wait. So this is the original baby. This one is actually older than this one, believe it or not, but I really have no idea how this one got so devastated. But he's gone from rootless to two very long healthy roots. He's got another leaf coming through. He's lost a couple that have grown, turned yellow and dropped off, so it's kind of stuck to like 3 very shrimpy leaves. But I think he's just in a lot of shock. So with this one, as long as he's growing and hanging in there, I really don't have anything to worry about with him. So far I'm happy that he's still here. So we'll update you when more exciting stuff happens. So put him back in his pot. So then this is the, why am I trying to take that one out? This one is my third rescue refugee from my work client. This is the purple one. And he's lost a leaf. It just turned yellow and dropped off. Hanging in there, not really growing new roots, but there was fresh growth at the tips there. You can see that shiny green bit there, that's new growth. He's not really doing much, but he's not really deteriorating, so meh, we'll see. And then finally, we have my wonder of bullshit. This is Charlatan. This was my blue orchid that's lost all of its roots, but I'm not going to move it out of the pot. There is new root growth. I really don't want to pull him out and disturb him. On both sides, his leaves are not wrinkling. They're plump, they're healthy. He's growing a new one. So I think I've managed to save this blue abomination here. So I'm really happy about that. Oh, again, I will keep you updated when I start seeing some flowers on the other orchids, and I'll just give another orchid tour and a general update on these guys, because it seems to be growing pretty fast in the terms of recovery. Okay, that's about it for the orchids. That's all 16 of them. Well, 15, but 16 including this guy here, the keiki. Anyway, peeps, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. As always, it's much appreciated. Much love, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.